Hi, and welcome to the Memorable Moment, presented by Memories and Moments Travel. I'm Scott, one of the senior travel advisors here at Memories and Moments. Now, as much as I love a beach or a theme park, in my heart, I am a city boy. I love being right in the middle of everything and the constant sense of motion and activity that you can find in the heart of some of America's biggest cities. If you're looking for a shorter getaway that maybe doesn't need a full week like a tropical getaway, you should try considering one of the big cities across our country for an extended weekend. Now, I'm a little bit biased because I lived there for quite a while, but Chicago can make a great weekend trip. Located just about 6 hours drive from the Cleveland area, Chicago is really a pretty easy and accessible trip for a weekend. There's a lot to do in the city proper as well as in the collar suburbs, so taking a car might be a good idea. However, if you want to fly in for the weekend, public transportation systems, including buses and the L train, are really easy to navigate. Now, there's way too much to cover in the Chicago area, so I'll just mention a few things here, focusing on what you can do in the middle of the city. First of all, Chicago is home to some of the best museums in the world. Many of them are located right near the city center. The Field Museum, the Adler Planetarium, and the Shedd Aquarium are all part of the Lakefront Museum campus. Not too far away, right off Michigan Avenue, is Millennium Park, where you'll find the Art Institute of Chicago. Beyond the incredible museums, Chicago really is a city that thrives on the arts. It is ground zero for improv and sketch comedy, with theaters like I.O., the Annoyance Theater, and the legendary Second City. There are dozens and dozens of live theater venues hosting everything from musicals to Shakespeare to avant garde performance art. You can take in a show at a Loop Theater to see some of the biggest Broadway tours, a regional house like Chicago Shakespeare, the Goodman, or Steppenwolf, or one of the signature storefront theaters for a more intimate experience. Now, if you visit during the summer, Chicago's a city of festivals, from big arts and cultural events like Lollapalooza, Blues Fest, Jazz Fest, down to the neighborhood street festivals with local bands and artists. There's hardly a weekend that doesn't have something going on. And if you are into sports, well, there's always something in season. The Bears for football, the Blackhawks and the Wolves for hockey, the Bulls in the Sky for basketball, Fire for soccer, and the White Sox and the Cubs for baseball. And if you've never seen a baseball game at Wrigley Field, it is a next level experience. And it goes without saying that you're going to find some of the most amazing food in the country in Chicago. So whether you want high-end steakhouse and authentic taquerias, there should be something for every palate and budget. Make sure you take in some authentic deep dish pizza and don't forget to hit one of the dozens of famous neighborhood hot dog stands. Just whatever you do, don't ask for ketchup. Chicagoans get really touchy about ketchup on their hot dogs. And while you're scarfing down that last dog, take in one of the big tourist events in the city, like the top of the Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, which, by the way, all Chicagoans still call it, or the Hancock Building, or even the observation wheel on Navy Pier. Go to the Free Zoo in Lincoln Park for some of the best skyline views in the city. And there are more parks along the lakefront that you could jog, hike, or bike in a single weekend. So if you're looking for a world-class city that's easy to navigate and will never leave you bored, head to the Windy City for a weekend getaway. Well, that wraps it up for this edition of The Memorable Moment. When you are ready to start planning your next travel adventure, reach out to us here at Memories and Moments Travel. But until then, make sure you take a moment to make a memory. We'll see you next time.